Oh man, I need more Dragon Diesel. Jeez. Let's hire a tinker. Imbuer. Items at the Mage's Tower. Toolmaker. So what am I actually gonna be crafting? Fletcher's Hunter. Okay, so you can't do any laborers for cooking and potion making. Good to know. Ooh, there we go. What's up, Nix? How are you? Nix Vest rating with a party of 6. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. How's everybody doing? Nice to meet you all. I am WILSHOCKER. I play dual swords in Bridgewatch. And I'm from the United States. And I play a bunch of Albion. This is like basically my favorite game. So it's good to meet you guys. Right now I'm just doing some farming, which you can see. I have about 20 islands that I do farming on. And once I'm done with that, we'll get into some corrupted dungeons. You just finished a 13-hour stream. Holy moly. I hope it was a good stream. I hope it was a good stream. That's awesome. How long have you been a streamer? I've been on and off for a few years now, but I got to get it to where I'm doing it more consistently. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. 10 years, but you're rebranded from Goddess of Chaos. Why do I feel like I've heard that name before? Have I met you already? So I think I've already met you. I think you rated me back when I was on Final Fantasy 14. I remember. I remember you. I hope you've been well. Thanks so much for the second raid. I like the new name. Nyx Vesp? That's cool. It's stylish. It's a stylish new name. Let me deposit this. Stack it up, sort it up. I doubt you play Albion, but that's okay. I mean, this game is really great in my opinion, but Final Fantasy 14 is great too. Ba-da-ba-da. I gotta move all this hide. Ugh. Excuse me, I gotta move all this hide into another city and turn it into leather. I've just been lazy. Well, I mean, I've just been trying to focus on my farming. Speaking of which, let me go buy some more potatoes. It's good to see you again, goddess. Potato, potato, potato. Let's grab a full stack. Why not? And I do have a buy order for them. It hasn't bought any yet, which is fine. Yeah, I haven't played Final Fantasy 14 in a minute. I like this game for its PvP, and I don't know, I like it. I think I was on this island. I could be wrong. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, I was on this island, see? I have to feed these guys. Here are my sheep. My shippy sheep. 11-hour fit. That's still a lot, though. That's a ton. You know? That's a lot of streaming. I remember doing 12-hour streams of Final Fantasy 14. I remember that. It wasn't that long ago. I got other things I want to do, though. I want to join a really nice PvP guild on this game and do some hardcore PvP. And that'll be so much fun. That'll be really enjoyable. So that's what I'm working towards right now. The reason I'm doing all this farming is because I got silver. I have 23 million silver right now. And I want to get into the billions of silver. So I'm nowhere close to my goal yet. You were building a bookshelf. Like in real life? Sorry about that. In real life you were building a bookshelf? That's pretty cool. Grabbed out the hammer and everything? Or was it like snap it together kind of deal? You could give this game a try if you like, Goddess. I'd be happy to show you around and teach you everything I know. I just showed a couple people yesterday how to play this game, and they like it so far. Lagging a little bit, though. That's not always good. Uh-oh. Server's getting DDoSed. There it is. Yeah, server's getting DDoSed. Some little crapper out there is trying to DDoS the server. There we go. So that's all my sheep, I think. I think that's all my sheep. I get sheep milk from them every day, which is not very valuable. Like, there's definitely other things that I could be farming on those plots instead of sheep. But for now, I'm just going to keep it as is because I'm still testing different combinations of farming animals and plants and stuff, trying to figure out which animals and plants are the most valuable. Yeah, 184,000 from that sheep's milk is not bad. I will take that. But I've got other islands to do as well. Let me see if I have enough turnips. Let me buy a few more turnips. Turnip. Give me those. Da-na-na. So I can't do Rex's island today, but I can do Tibbs's. I'm just gonna do this island, then I'm gonna do Tibbs's island, and I'll be done with Bridgewatch. And then we'll move on to another city and do more farming at another city. And probably about 30 minutes from now we'll start doing some PvP. Because I'd really like to get more kills in PvP. Because the game tracks how many kills you have. And if you have a high number of kills, you can join a higher level guild. So I'm kind of aiming towards that higher end of guild activities that I get to participate in with a higher number of kills. So we're going to be doing some PvP today. And the thing about the PvP in this game is it makes sense. Like, it takes from the game's economy, and you don't have totally separate gear sets for PvP and raiding. Like all the different items can kind of be used interchangeably throughout the different game modes. It's not like where in 14 you have a separate set of items for raiding, and then when you go into PvP you have a totally different build and different stats and everything. I don't know. Anyway, let me finish up my farming. Planting my crops. Not going to water them. Watering costs money to water. Essentially. Now I'm going to move on to the next island, now that I've finished this one. Move on to Tibbs's island. I had a friend who played a little while ago called Tibbs, and he quit the game, but he left me his island, so I am going to continue using his island. Mwahaha. Here comes the goat's milk. We're going to grab as much goat's milk as we can get. And we're going to replant the goats. And we're going to feed the goats. And that's going to be the next 200,000 silver that I make tomorrow. Making a good amount of silver every day. I keep doing this for several years. I will have a ton of silver. And that is what I want. Tons and tons of silver. Tons and tons of farming. Here are the turnips, so I'm gonna plant some more turnips. That's what the goats eat, so I don't have to buy all of my turnips. I can just plant them, grow them, and then the next day feed them to the goats. which is actually probably not very profitable if I'm being honest, but um, that's okay. Still working on making it to where um, try to get to where I'm getting the most out of my farming. This is slightly suboptimal, but that's okay. I'll live with it for now. Right now I want to get my potion crafting to level 100. And I have 22,000 focus points. So if I go to my potion brewing, I am at level 95 heal brewer. Quick learn is turned on. I have 60 points. We're gonna craft some healing potions in a minute here. Not yet, but in a few minutes we'll be crafting some potions. Meh. Nah. But yeah, life's been pretty good otherwise. Life's been pretty good. Here's my turnip patch. Gonna make more turnips. Phone decided to say no to Twitch, but you're back. Welcome back. I appreciate you, Goddess. You're very kind to me. And not everybody is always kind to me. That's for sure. Just growing my goats. Feeding my goats their turnips, because the goats love turnips. The goats love to eat turnips. Everyone deserves kindness. That's the truth. Come on, little goaties. Here you go. Here's your pasture. And your food. Now make me some money. Give me your milk. I'm just in it for the milk. Got some more milk over here. Milk, 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 milk. Milk, milk, milk. Milk, milk. Got more goat's milk. And I'm gonna place down the goats again and come back in 24 hours for some more goat's milk. And that's the gameplay loop. That's the game. For now, at least. There's more to it. I mean, there's lots of PvE and PvP and stuff, but right now I'm just doing this. Which is not the most entertaining thing in the world. I understand. You know, I admit this is not very entertaining, but it'll get better. I'll start PvPing and that'll be fun to watch. I've been running lots of PvP recently. Turnips. Here we go. Goddess, if you ever want to try this game out, please let me know. I'll be happy to show it to you. Although I'm sure you you've built your community around Final Fantasy 14, so it's not exactly easy to just change games, I'm sure. Me, I barely had any following on 14 at all, so it didn't hurt me any to change games. Okay, so this island is done. I'm going to go back to the main city. We're going to sell the items that we just farmed. And then we're going to move on to the next island. Um, until I'm all out of islands. Sell these. Sell these. Sell these. Yep, that's good. That's very good. Okay, cool. Done with all this stuff. Ba 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 da ba. Ba ba ba. Your community came for 14 originally, but now they just stay for the chaotic mess. That's funny. Da, 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 da. I wish I had an audience. I don't really, but that's okay. Everybody starts somewhere. Let me pull all this stuff out and finish replanting all these herbs, and then we'll find out how much we hauled in. I'm gonna sell these herbs once I finish harvesting. Whew. You know what? I just had an interesting idea. I think the YouTube videos that do well are usually questions like, what happens if this? Or uh, what happens if that? So I think if I change my titles to be questions, then that might interest more people in clicking on the videos. Do you do any YouTube, Goddess? Or are you only Twitch? I started spending money on multi-streaming a while ago. I started streaming on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube. So all of my VODs get uploaded to YouTube as well. But those haven't been doing well either. Which is fine. You know, it is what it is. I just gotta figure out what works for me. And right now, playing this game, turning the stream button on. Oh, you can do OBS with Stream Elements plugin. That's interesting. I gotta consider trying that. Let me take note of that. Here's my notes. Let me just take a note of that, and I'll investigate that later. Yeah, because I buy the I pay for the Streamlabs Ultra package, the Ultra Streamlabs. I'm not sure if that's like worth it. I just wanted it for the multi-streaming, but if there's other ways to multi-stream, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I should just be using regular OBS. instead of Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, I gotta look into that. I'm almost done farming. Probably another 10 minutes or so of farming, and then we'll do PvP. I'm really excited to get back into the PvPing because it's fun. I really like it. I don't love losing. You know, losing is part of the process too, but you know, the winning feels good. Feeling like I have a halfway decent clue of what I'm doing is nice. Rice is the only reason I'm still alive. I see. I actually had some emergency rice. I can't make fun of that. I did get some emergency rice when when certain things happened. Here we go. All done with this island. So now we're gonna go to the marketplace and find out how much I made on these herbs. I bet it's gonna be like at least 1,000,000 silver. I wouldn't be surprised if it was about 1,000,000. Oh, no, it's not 1,000,000. Oh, yes, it is. 1,041,659 from 2 days of farming at this location. So if I divide by 2, oops, never mind. It's about 500k a day. Which is not, it's not nothing. It's about 50 cents United States dollars, about 50 cents worth of silver every day. It adds up. It adds up for sure. That's 50 cents that I don't have to spend out of my pocket. 50 cents that I don't have to spend. Alright, so now Fort Sterling. Yep, Fort Sterling. Getting there. This, I believe, is, yep, Ghoul Yarrow. This is another herb. Totally different type of herb. Boo, boo, boo. Get that. Now I've got 16 plots to harvest. And this is every 24 hours. I have to do this every 24 hours. It's crazy, but it's good money. And I like getting lots of money on this game. It's time consuming, it's tedious, it's, you know, not riveting content, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I already have more than enough money in terms of in-game currency, but I want to have, for some reason, I just want to have a ton more. I guess it keeps me busy, gives me something to do, you know. It doesn't feel like a total waste of time, especially if I'm streaming. So that's always nice. Streaming doesn't feel like a waste. Get to hang out with people. Picking my Ghoul Yarrows. I wonder why they called it a Ghoul Yarrow. No idea. I'm kind of feeling dehydrated. I'm gonna go get a drink because I need to hydrate. I'll be right back. Okay, cool. Now that I've got some liquid in my system, we can continue on. Onward with the farming. Oh, I also have to craft potions. I said I was going to craft potions a while ago. So I can do that as well. And we'll sell the potions for profit, and that'll be nice. Let me keep the cap off of my water bottle. Uh, uh, uh. Love my vitamin water. All right. Gotta write something down. This stuff sells pretty well as, also, but not as much as the other herb I was harvesting. But there's a bonus in this city. You get 10% extra gold yarrow if you plant gold yarrows here, so I figured I'll go with what's the bonus. Level 57 yarrow cultivator. Congratulations! Oops. I spilled some water on my microphone. Almost done. Not supposed to do that? Yeah, I know. Gotta run the risk of spilling water once in a while. I spilled something the other day, and I had to put my hat in the laundry because I had spilled flavored water all over it. Which kind of sucks, because I like my hat. Okay, let's see how much this pulled in. Could be bad for your mic? Yeah, definitely. Gotta dip it in rice. Let's see what the cat brought in. Ooh, 406, 633 plus 17,574 plus 406, 633 plus 293,069. Boom! 1.1 mil. Nice. And that was, I think that was 2 days. So divide 2, 561 a day. That's a lot. That's 50 cents a day. That is 50 cents a day worth of items. Because $1 is about 1 million silver in this game. And you can actually buy the silver. Right now, one gold piece is worth 8,200 silver. So yeah, if I bought the gold and converted it into silver, I'd get 8,200 silver for each piece of gold that I sold. Um, which I don't highly recommend. Uh, I'm in a pretty decent financial situation, but I don't want to spend much more money on this game. I don't want to spend any more money on this game if I can help it. That's why I'm doing all this farming so that I don't have to worry about that. 94, huh? Let's pull those books out too. Okay, cool. So, what item am I crafting? I think I'm gonna wait until Martlock to work on my healing potions. So let's just finish this up and go from there. Herb, herb, herb. Plant, plant, plant. Herb, herb, herb. Plant, plant, plant. I really want to. I want to get into Pokemon again. I can't wait for Pokemon Champions to come out. That seems like it'll be a really good opportunity to get into Pokemon. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be a system where you don't have to level up the Pokemon. You could just choose which Pokemon you want to use, and then just go and battle them like instantly without paying anything or grinding for levels or anything like that. So that'll be really exciting. Pokemon Unite is fun too. I didn't play a whole lot of Pokemon Unite, but that's a good game. I respect it. I respect the hustle. What other games do you play besides 14, Nix? Tell me your taste in video games. There isn't many games you won't at least try. Gotcha. Try this one out. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you everything about this game. This game is like I've been playing this for like 8 years. On and off. I did take breaks. I did quit a couple times. But in terms of just fun value and like how much you can get out of just like even as a lower level player, the amount of fun you can get in this game is pretty high. I was showing my best friend uh, how to play this game yesterday. I went over to his place, brought my laptop. We set up our laptops next to each other and the whole thing. And we spent about 3 hours going through the whole game. And I taught him everything he needed to know. And he ended up really liking it. So I might play with him again sometime. Who knows? So if you can play on the America server, you can't play P. Oh, your PC games your piece of potato. So how do you play Final Fantasy 14 if you can't play PC games? Do you play it on PlayStation? You play it on PS4 or something? That's interesting. Xbox, okay. Wow. So you stream on Twitch from your Xbox and you play Final Fantasy 14 on it. That's impressive. That's very cool. I didn't even know Final Fantasy 14 came out on Xbox. I did not even know that. Through your capture card. Gotcha. Oh, so, capture card. So you do use your PC for streaming, but you don't use it for gaming, is what you're saying. Gotcha. Well, this game isn't very PC intensive. I mean, you can tell by the visual style. Like the graphics are not very hard for a PC to process these graphics. They designed it to where you can play it on low details and stuff, and it I mean it runs on mobile. Let's say that. There's a cell phone version of this game, so if you have a cell phone, you can play this game on your cell phone, which is not bad, not terrible. I prefer computer, but there's a mobile version of this. Just like Genshin Impact. Like I'd much rather play Genshin Impact on a computer than a phone, but I mean Genshin has a phone version. Put all those away. On to the next town. Your PC can't run OBS and Discord at the same time. I gotcha. I understand. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Okay, we're going to Martlock next. 2 more towns. I've got 2 more towns to go. 2 more cities. And then I'll be finally done with all this. All this farming. Gosh. Tons and tons of farming. Okay, cool. Where's my cake? I need a cake. Here we are. This is my yeah, this is work. This is work. This isn't the part of the game that's fun. I mean, it's okay. But there's definitely more fun things to do than this. Let's see. Major healing potion. I need your ingredients. What are your ingredients? 72? Okay, 72. That's what I needed to look at. I think it's 72, 18, and 18. So, we're going to craft some potions. Make some healing items. Sell them on the market. Make a bit of silver. But how many can I make at once, I wonder? I've got $9.99 here. $9.99 divided by 72 is 13 potions for one stack of $9.99. And multiply that by 18. I need 249 of... so basically I need 250 goose eggs and 250 potato schnapps. Okay. I'll figure it out. So I need 233 goose eggs. I think I should be able to do more than that. I think I'll be able to do more than that. Albion, Albion. Grinding it up. Doing the old-fashioned grind. The old-fashioned grind-a-thon. That's a video title. That's a stream title right there. The old-fashioned grind-a-thon. Whew. Oh boy, getting my herbs. Almost there. Place? Come on, place it. Place the dang seeds, game! Alright, finally done with the farming on this island. Now we're gonna go buy some more goose eggs and potato schnapps. I like that word, schnapps. You get some potato schnapps. Oh, I got potato schnapps. I actually managed to buy some. Didn't buy any goose eggs though. Alright, let's get some goose eggs. How many can I buy? I'll buy these. How about that? See how many I can make with this. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Okay, quick learning is on. We're targeting Heel Brewer. Ba 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 da ba ba. Da 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 do do. We'll be on YouTube. Cool. I don't know if you have me added on Discord, but if you add me on Discord, it's WILSHOCKER with one L in Will. So, but I think you said you can't use Discord though. Okay, so we'll figure it out. Or you might have it on your phone. I don't know. Dang. No more learning points. 97. Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. Is your YouTube? Here you are. Hey, Nix. Woohoo! Thank you, Nix. Great to see you on Discord. Ba 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 ba. All your names are the same across the board? Okay, awesome. Yeah, same here, same here. I went with WILSHOCKER, and I never looked back. Never looked back. That is my brand name. It's my ride or die. You believe you're subbed to me on YouTube. That's awesome. Yeah, this whole stream session is gonna be automatically uploaded to YouTube. And that's always nice. Level 98, hell yeah. Give me that EXP. Goddess of the night that works nights. That works. That makes it easy to remember. Okay, I still have 2,900 focus points. What level heal potion do I have? 98. Probably not going to get leveled up today. We'll see. Maybe I'll have to buy more eggs and schnapps. Where did the vest part come from? Nick's vest? I believe you said you were a bartender. Weren't you? Or did you assist the elderly? It was either, one of those two. Or you worked at a bar or a restaurant of some sort. I can't quite remember. It was something like that. I know you said you dealt with a lot of drunk people. I can remember that much. Here we go. Let's craft 35 of these bad boys. Da, 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 da. Shower time. All right, take it easy. Have a good shower. One more island. Okay, this is the last stop as far as farming goes. Finally finished farming at 2:30 in the afternoon. "2:30 in the afternoon, I finished." Let's log out for this character. Whew! Time for some corrupted dungeons. Corrupted dungeons. Corrupted dungeons. Corrupted dungeons. Corrupted dungeons. Bam! Bam! Wham! Pop! 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 Pow! Pop! 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 There we go. also had that. I had that 100%. I freaked out too much. Just freaked out too much. I should have known it was coming off cooldown. Oh, hey, welcome back, Next. Yeah, I was focusing a lot. Sorry about that. I completely forgot I was streaming. Hope you had a good shower. Oh my goodness, that was so stressful. Yeah, I got a kill though. That's cool. Yeah, this is the fun part of the game, the PvP. And it's pretty exciting, I am not gonna lie. I've just recently started doing the PvP. I was a PvE player for a long time. But now I'm finally starting PvP. And it's been pretty fun. Oh man, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. What do I do at 3 o'clock? I guess I'll just keep going. Yeah, I don't fight bows anymore. I'm done fighting bows. Forget those things, man. I'm never fighting another bow again. I see a bow, I'm leaving. If I see somebody using a bow, I am leaving. I am never gonna fight those damn things. Never. Never fighting a bow. I hate the bow users so much. All they do is run away. They run away and they win. Deadly with sidearms, bows, and DMRs. Fortnite's a little different because everybody gets a ranged attack in Fortnite. This game is just like my character needs to be standing next to everybody that he attacks. So I have to walk all the way up to this guy to be able to hit him. And if I'm fighting against a bow user, I have to walk all the way up to them. And that is not nice. It's not fun trying to walk all the way up to them to get into melee range and to start meleeing them. It's just not worth it. It's not worth all the hassle. It's not worth the hassle and the pain and the frustration. I'm just gonna not fight bows. Forget them. Forget them. Never fighting a bow again. If I run into the next player and they're using a bow, I am 100% leaving. They're not gonna have the opportunity to embarrass me. I just cannot fight them. There is nothing I can do. Alright, I'm moving to another place, which means I might run into a person, which I'm gonna run into a person, but I might run into a bow. So I'm gonna find out, before anything else, I'm gonna find out what weapon this guy is using. Jeez. They really teleported me all the way into Zimbabwe over here. I am nowhere near where this player was before. And you know what? Just preemptively, I'm gonna kill some crystals preemptively. I just lost to a holy staff at half HP. I just lost to a holy staff with half HP. I'm gonna take a break.